Hi everyone, I'm Aditya and welcome back to the channel. Time is around 8:30 and I'm checking out of my hostel. Today I'll be sightseeing the Hamburg city. My bus is at 9:30. After 5:30 or 6 when I finish the sightseeing, there is a park and a lake. So I'll just go and sit there. And the temperature is very cold. It's 13 degrees right now. So yeah, let's begin the journey. This is the dining area where I had my breakfast, and right in front of the hotel, as soon as you climb some stairs, you have this very picturesque view of the Hamburg port. So you are currently seeing the number 1 tallest structure in Hamburg and number 2. The first place I'll be going is the Elb Tunnel. This is a Landungsbrücken building. I came from somewhere there, my hotel was there. I came this side to get a much closer view of the ports, one of the busiest port in the world. St. Pauli's Piers or Landungsbrücken is a large landing area for passenger ships. It was built during the 20th century. First it was constructed in 1950, but later it was rebuilt and this is what it is now. Elb Tunnel was constructed in 1911. At the time of construction it was considered a technical marvel because the tunnel is beneath the surface of the Elbe River, and it was an important tunnel because it connected the Hamburg Central to the port city, and it helped many of the construction workers and the port workers to navigate easily. During the construction of Elb Tunnel, a lot of workers had a problem. Because of the high amount of pressure inside the tunnel, and when they come out, there is a risk of decompression sickness known as Kaison's disease. So around 450 people or something worked at the tunnel construction, and 3 of them died and around 75 were severely injured. It is open 24 hours a day for pedestrian and cyclists, but for cars and vehicular movements it is open after 10 o'clock. And just like that, I'm on the other side of the Hamburg city where the ports or the docks were there. I think I missed a trick here. If I knew about this location and the views you will get here, yesterday evening I would have come here because this whole stretch, it would look amazing under the lights. The whole city skyline is visible. So this is the music hall. There is one church there, and this is the St. Nikolai Church. This is the St. Michael Church. There is another statue out there. I don't know what statue it is, but I'm going to go there. I have to check in the Google Maps. I came near the statue, but I have no idea who it is or what it is about. I think maybe that is kind of like a German emperor or a king or someone. The next stop will be St. Michael's Church. It is one of the 5 most prominent churches in Hamburg and one of the most important one. The current church is the 3rd building on that place. The first building was constructed in 1647 and due to a lightning strike it was destroyed, and later again it was reconstructed, but a fire damaged the church, and during 1944 and 1945 the bombings destroyed the church partially, so again they reconstructed it. And when I see Hamburg, this is the kind of building or dome I see, the green color coated in the Wikipedia page or in the Google image when you search Hamburg. So I have reached the church. The tower is €8 and for the crypts is €6. But if you want to go to boat, you will have a combined combo kind of a offer for €10. The church was built in Protestant, unlike the other churches which were built Catholic but later turned into Protestant. The church is dedicated to Archangel Saint Michael, and there is a bronze statue depicting the Saint Michael in the top and the demon in the bottom. There was a board that service is going on, and you can enter from entrance 9, which is here, but I'm not completely sure. Maybe after 10 minutes I'll come back. If it's still going on, I will go through this entrance. The next location is the Grocers Apartments, which are the old historic buildings which is just near the church. In the 1700s, this used to be a place for the formerly widows of the famous Grocers Institute. And whatever the buildings are there, these are historic buildings which are preserved in this old city of Hamburg. But nowadays they are all converted into shops except one house. That is the original residential building of the Hamburg city, and they have converted that particular house into a museum now. It's 12:10 and I'm leaving the church. After the church service, so many people came out. I don't know what was going on, and then we were allowed to go inside the church, and the inside was very beautiful. And I came out quickly because I noticed they were preparing for another service or something like that. So as soon as I came out, again they closed the door and they have put up the board that service is going on. So now I'm going to the concert hall. It was constructed with $866 million budget, and it opened in 2017 with a laser show. There were some controversies regarding this building because initial budget was around 125 or 150 million, but it went proportionally high later. And many musicians who have come there to perform, they have complained that the acoustics of the building is not so good. The lift is not vertical, which you see in other places. It's kind of like, going at an angle of around 45 degrees. So you can see it here. From here you can see multiple churches. So this is the one which I went just now. I'll be going to this one next, and there are 1, 2, 3, and behind this building 4, and there is another one, 5. Right now I'm going to the warehouse district along with the southern part of the old town, and the warehouse district forms the UNESCO World Heritage Site. It was constructed during 1883 and finished in 1927. It was constructed mainly to allow free usage or free distribution of goods without the customs. Hamburg is the third most busiest port in Europe, and because of that lots of goods were transported in the cargo. Just roaming through this part of town is really good. There is no crowd here, so whatever the crowd or the tourists are there, they are normally there only in the main attractions but not in this part of the town. So you can enjoy the relaxing walk and enjoy the architecture. The next location I'm going to is Chile House. It is a 10-story office building located in the part of the old town and part of the UNESCO World Heritage Site. It is noted because of a very unique style of brick house architecture in an angular way. There are so many good looking buildings in this area. So these are a mix of modern buildings and the brick style architecture. I'm going to St. Nikolai Church, revival Gothic style architecture. It was first constructed in the 1200 year. It was made out of wood. Then in the 14th century, it was fully remade with bricks, but it was burned down in the 18th century. So again, from the scratch, they constructed the church, but it was damaged extensively during the World War II in the bombing of Hamburg. So right now, only the tower and the crypt is remaining. Everything else is damaged. So the ruins now serve as a memorial. I'm really fan of this Gothic architecture, similar to church in Ulm. So I like this kind of church, and it's a pity this is destroyed. So I finished the St. Nicholas Church and I have to go to Rathaus now. Both the GoPro batteries are down, so probably I'll go to the church somewhere, sit for 1 hour till my GoPros are recharged. Then I'll leave to Rathaus. Hamburg Rathaus is the seat of government of Hamburg, constructed from 1886 to 1897. The present building was designed by a group of 7 architects with a cost of around 80 million euros. In 1971, a room in the tower was only discovered accidentally during a search for a document fallen behind a filing cabinet. So there is a possibility that there are even more rooms than the currently counted 647 rooms. Then I made my way towards the lake. Alster Lake is the larger one of the 2 artificial lakes which are formed by the Alster River. After visiting the St. Nikolai Church, I switched off my mic and forgot to switch it on for the rest of the day. Nevertheless, the rest of my evening was relaxing as I sat in one of the parks near the lake, and as the rain started, I left for the bus stand. In the next episode, I finally visit Bardurak and go for an hike. I prepare myself for a big trip by climbing the small mountain on Swabian Alps, which is at the foot of the city. I visit the old castle ruins and a waterfall along my hiking trail. Stay tuned.